defensive and reactive.
No.
Anyway.
Oh, reactive, yeah. Like you just abuse. I'm gonna keep saying that shit.
So is reactive not defensive?
No, it's definitely defensive because like I don't start, I defend.
So it's reactive and defensive.
Yes, reactive
Well,
and defensive,
I can't
but
even
never
do this without you
abusive.
stopping.
Well, maybe you shouldn't do things so close to my face. That's the
You act
problem.
like I'm doing it at a high speed. I'm doing it in slow motion.
No, don't let this man fool you because there's been times where this man has gone out his way to sneak up on me, swing in my face. He just want a reaction out of me, and I'm not letting
I gotta keep you on your toes.
Keep me on my toes, or you just want to see me fall?
I haven't seen you bust your ass.
That's a
Like,
good question.
how much you bust your ass before?
That's a good question because a lot of people will say that I'm trying to keep you on your toes when really they're just trying to push you harder than they can.
They
So
want to
that's
see.
That's bullshit.
Not completely.
And there are people who do that. They'll push you and push you and push you, and then like they'll like gloss it over as like, oh, I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to build you up, and really, it's just
I'll give you that.
aggressive.
I think that's where the fuck my damn resentment is building up right now. But that's a conversation for another day. That's definitely a conversation for another day. Either way, you still abusive as shit. And yes, I do gotta keep you on your toes.
I hear a lot. I think the blame is for me, Brandon.
I do too. And gaslighting. The gaslighting is heavy today.
Wrong one. Wrong one. Pablo not here today. Pablo doing this thing up. He on the
Topic
boat
of the day.
Topic of the day.
Topic of the day. Other than K's abuse. Fuck iPhone. Fuck Apple.
Fuck Android and Samsung.
Look, it's 2 and 2 right now. We got two Androids. We got 2 iPhones.
No, actually, she's on our side too. You see that?
Right.
You see the Android.
But you see how she had the best of both worlds, so she don't count. She's in the in between right now.
That's 3 too.
But y'all not on our level because we got TVs, fridges, phones,
We do
laptops.
too.
No, the fuck y'all don't. Y'all got a fridge?
We got TVs,
No, y'all don't.
Apple Watches, phone.
Okay,
we do
we
have
got
an Apple
watches.
TV. We
We
not
got
have an Apple
Apple
TV?
Y'all,
We don't got
y'all Apple TV is a
Oh.
damn Firebox. I mean Fire Stick. I ain't using it. I haven't had the chance to use that shit yet. Fire Stick is low key.
Wait, is Fire Stick connected to Apple?
No.
I was ready to say.
That is Amazon.
Fire Stick is
Low key.
It's alright. It's not bad.
You're not doing the right stuff.
Ooh.
I was watching.
I'm not doing nothing wrong.
I was watching the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last night at my movie night.
It's something else.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you
Apple
that.
TV I saw. I can't remember what it was. I was like, I want to see this. I don't have Apple TV.
I feel like I like iPhone personally mainly because of the camera quality. Like the camera
I'm sorry.
quality.
Y'all gotta take our cameras.
Huh?
Y'all taking our cameras now? Y'all taking our
iPhone
screens.
cameras does not compare.
Yeah, I'm not
Really?
Samsung.
When I had a
You can say a
Samsung.
number of things, Kay, but do not try to say that y'all cameras.
But it's
Don't
my
call that
personal
bullshit out. But
opinion,
I can
though.
charge your phone with my phone as we speak.
Here's the thing. Y'all cameras is great, but when you try to send it to us,
It's like
No, it's y'all- when
pixelated
y'all send it
and
to us, that's how y'all look to us. I can send stuff from my phone to somebody else, and they be like, "Damn, dude, that's a good camera."
I'm not gonna lie. If you was to like,
I don't know. It's just to me, it just because I had a Samsung Edge. I didn't have a new Samsung, but I had a Samsung Edge a while ago, and it was decent. Yeah, with the curve screen, I love the fact. And let me tell you something about the Samsung Edge. It was so cool. Like I would put it face down, and my notifications, I would know I get a notification because it would light up pink on the side. I was like,
Oh,
ooh,
real
it's
quick.
fire.
Even Pablo said our camera's better than yours.
It's alright, but me personally, I gotta go with the iPhone.
you know what
camera.
else looks crazy now? Like those. I know, like Motorola got one. They brought back their flip phone. That's fire. The fold.
Yeah.
Samsung got a like a large thing, like a booklet.
And my son was like, "Mom, I didn't get you that because it looks too big for you to. You like to throw your phone in your purse." Yeah, duh, my purse. I can
It's like
throw it, fold up.
a little mini wallet.
Right, it
I
is.
was
You can have a
I was
card in
thinking like a
there.
mini tablet, but I already got a mini tablet already without having.
That's the thing about Android. It's a computer at your fingertips at all times, at any time. The iPhone, you got to do too much. For me, the mirror from
Y'all got too much shit on it.
my son put some kind of app on the iPhone that I can watch new movies, right? But you gotta mirror to the TV. You gotta be on the same Wi-Fi. You gotta. It's too much.
That's the thing. It's only too much if you want to do that. That's the thing.
I feel like y'all only good for
Apple
like.
is so smart. You can
business.
do that. You can mirror from the TV. Samsung, you can do it too. But
No,
I gotta do it
Apple.
from Google.
I had to mirror to the TV, but I had to get on the person's Wi-Fi.
It's Wi-Fi.
I'm used to having an Android do what I want, when I want, where I want, and keep the.
I think it's just no disrespect. I think it's just the era we grew up in. Like to us, at
Maybe.
least to me, it's like
You can't
it's
personalize
like
your
second
phone.
nature. So
He not wrong,
I am
though.
with the Android.
yeah,
Like I can sit here and
Crazy thing
literally
is,
do a
if you was to
million
text me,
things.
I still got the little the lights around.
like
it.
even if I don't want to touch my phone, I just be like, "Hey Siri, call this person." She'll call.
We can do the same shit.
She don't be listening sometimes.
She be ignoring me.
You hear that? You hear that now, though. She definitely talking to you right now. But yeah, we like Android, we can personalize our phones more.
How so?
Screensavers.
How so?
Literally, if you was to call me right now for 1 or 2, I could easily put like a background as like your call screen or whatever.
Well,
Like moving picture.
Who needs to do that?
You don't need you. I'm just saying. Like, that's.
I mean, I think that's kind of
Like I
cool
said,
though.
I can
Like
still
if I
charge
call
your
you,
phone
my
with my
face
phone.
pop up. I
can
do
charge
like
my
that.
phone-
He
I
can
can
his
charge my
phone can
phone.
charge
My
my
iPhone
phone.
connects to Alexa too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You can screen share on FaceTime or video call.
What I
Can
don't-
you video call?
Yes, but
Really?
I'm getting there. What I don't like about this shit is, like.
Did you just try?
No, I'm breaking down. I don't like the
Video
video.
call.
We can video call.
And I
We
mean,
can
like,
video call. We can duo call.
what's it called? Google?
No, it was just video call.
Really?
No. See, not hit me out. Don't.
Brandon, what's the topic of the show?
This is
What I'm here for.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm getting to that real quick. The only thing I don't like about the video call on my shit is I can only call if you on my damn service. Like I can only call somebody else that got AT&T. That's what's fucked
I
up.
can
about it.
FaceTime
That
anybody.
I don't know about
You know,
I don't know about that.
iPhone is so
From my
crazy.
phone, I can FaceTime my daughter with her iPhone. I can FaceTime my granddaughter tablet. So it might be the stage. Like if he got his phone, you got your phone through Boost Mobile?
I can
No,
tell you.
I'm just
Do you think it depends on the generation? Like if it's a newer, because I do remember them saying like the newer Samsungs could FaceTime or like video call people on iPhones and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
because I can call Serenity on her iPhone. I talk to my granddaughter. She got a tablet. I video everybody.
That's what I was gonna say too. Because you can FaceTime people off the iPhone.
Because for me,
Just
that
make a little
phone
link.
works. My phone works like second nature. Like I can do everything.
Except
Pablo
for-
said the
except
mic
for
just
screen
he
mirror.
might be wrong.
Oh, so some Samsungs or
I mean,
Androids can FaceTime.
mean,
You know what?
my
One
shit
thing
is a couple
about you,
years
you
late.
three my favorite person.
So you
By the end of the day, I don't even know the topic.
A
Leave.
sassy man. Let's get into
Damn.
it.
You gonna put him out there
What,
like
what's
that?
considered
You gonna
sassy?
put Kennedy out there like that?
That's sassy.
You
You just play with me. You just play with me.
But
Kennedy.
what do we do that's considered sassy on nowadays? Like I'm confused. Like it's like we can't do certain shit without it not agreeing with y'all some type of fucking way, depending on what it is.
Well,
Well-
being sassy is what?
the definition of being sassy?
Yeah.
To you,
That's a good question.
Just ask Siri. She can't just.
Hey, my Siri don't like me. She be ignoring me.
I mean,
Or
because that's the point of having an iPhone. You can't just say Siri.
Well, I got the
I
iPhone
could-
8, so she.
My phone's back. My phone's kind of big.
The definition
y'all
of
screens crack too
sassy.
easy. That's one thing. too.
Or hush, be quiet. The definition of sassy: lively, bold, and full of spirit. Cheeky.
Go on Urban Dictionary. Don't use Google. Go on
Urban
Yes,
Dictionary.
Full of spirit don't sound that bad.
Someone is. No, I don't like this definition.
I wasn't wrong though.
They said, hold on. Oh, sassy and slang, informal, disrespectful or impudent, impertinent, insolent. Oh.
It's a
That's
lot-
what I would call sassy.
it's a lot of big words.
So basically,
by
it's
any
there's two sides to sassy. It's like one, you could be very cheeky. I feel like either quick-witted or very like slick, or you could go out your way to be excessively like arrogant or rude.
Same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like one
Being a
sounds
little
less
cheeky, but you
negative.
being a little slick, you're a little sassy. That's the same thing.
I mean, you're right, but
That's
like
the
I feel
right
like
way.
one sounds less brighter
So how-
than.
Give us some examples of how men today are sassy.
Okay, with the period. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be calling my man sassy all the time. He get the real
It's
sassy.
because he does what?
That like you
CJ
can say something and be like,
5303. Welcome.
Okay,
okay,
period. That's how you know
period.
because I do that when I have attitude.
You call your
You can do
homeboy
that.
sassy because he does what?
like he'll like I say something, he'll be like, okay, with a period. Like say like if he was like not really arguing, just like going back and forth about something. Like he know he wrong, he'll be like, oh, like literally, okay, period. That's
Like,
sassy.
text.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound alright. You just
That's
got the
that.
question.
And it's like the
Well,
text
that's
thing.
not bad. That's just ending the conversation.
But
I'm saying, like,
but
if he's talking to you, and he be like, yo, I'm tired of hearing what you guys say, period.
but
Bitch.
It's basically like you said.
okay, period. That's what
He's
older
ending the conversation.
that's what older people say, and that's what
It's like a
that's what
difference.
girls say.
So like for us, when
Especially
like
when
I
you
say
have
okay, it's I have an attitude. I don't like what you did. I don't like what's going on. Okay, period. It's done. I gotta add it.
Yeah.
I wish I could call this person on the phone right now when I say this, but Big Tone from the Bro Show, that's also on Straight Talk with Miss B on Tuesday mornings. When you go getting at him in a text message or even in person, and he's know you're winning, and he'll just be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah." It's
Like, you don't want to listen.
Hold on. I ain't calling him Uncle Sassy. I'll never say that.
Cause look, I ain't scared. Yo, put this nigga on speaker.
Call him right up.
Shit.
Call him now. You sassy man.
Another way that men are sassy.
Mm.
Kennedy gave us that one.
I feel like.
One example.
Think of an example of sassy. I don't know. I can't think of.
I
It's
probably
like the
do.
way I carry ourselves.
You know, something that women say is very sassy. I don't agree with. They say hookah is sassy. Like it.
How is
Yeah,
hookah sassy?
Exactly. It's like
Somebody
they'll
said
say,
that shit at some point. I heard. I
they'll
seen
say
that
like,
shit too.
why your sassy ass in the club smoking?
Because isn't hookah the same thing as like
Santana
vaping?
said that shit.
Yeah.
Well, let me
That
say
nigga
this
Santana
real
said that shit.
Different, but it's like
real quick, y'all. Let me say TJ 5303. Thanks for joining in. And Cupcake, yo, it's the DJ in the building. Just want to shout them out. All right, back to what things men do that are sassy. You said smoking hookah in the club.
Yeah, he said
I don't see no
smoking
problem.
hookah.
I've seen it out there. Like, smoking hookah is sexy. Like,
Really?
yeah. Like, I don't understand it.
I think smoking a blunt in the club with people trying to dance and have a good time is like a clown. What the fuck?
Cause that's a strong smell.
Like
It's,
in the club,
it's so invasive. If this is a dance club, a nightclub,
people hot, they sweaty.
why are you sitting here smoking weed?
Right, it's already
They do
hot,
the
and
same
you're
thing
making it
with
even
clubs,
hotter. And that's my issue. Like, why are you out here smoking cigarettes? Like, the point of the hookah is because it evaporates or whatever into the air. You get a nice smell from
You
it.
still smoking the damn fuck. It's just a sweet tasting flavor. Same thing with the damn whatchamacallit.
But a vape is I feel like a
that
vape
fuck
is
is
different from a
crazy.
cigarette or a fuck because it smells and the
You know
smell
cigarettes
stays
is
with
fuck,
you.
But you know
Wait a minute, what is different?
Like a hookah or a vape compared to like a cigarette or a fug.
Oh,
Is a cigarette and a fug the same thing?
I
told you that.
The fuck is a cigarette.
That's
So
what's
what is
the
a
one with the
fug to you?
brown wrapper?
Cigarette.
Wait, you said a what?
What's the thing with the brown
Like a
wrapper?
Black and Mild?
Okay, then never mind.
Oh.
So then a black and white. I don't know.
I-
Let's smoke none of
I still
them.
consider.
I don't
a
know what she's
fuck,
talking
to be
about.
honest. No, she's
Fuck.
talking about
A fuck is a cigarette.
Okay.
Cigarette.
Well, I thought a fug was a black and mild.
No,
Okay.
I mean, it might as well be at that point.
A
Nah.
fug is a cigarette, like a jail version, like the crackhead version of a cigarette.
Okay.
I consider that like
Let me get a loose.
I consider that a cheap
Okay.
cigar.
Cigarette.
Got you.
75 cent Lucy's.
I hate everything about it. All cigarettes. To me, cigarettes are awful.
I don't like it either. I don't like the smell of it.
Jay-Z Sport.
All them fucking old heads at work be fucking walking around smelling like that shit.
And
too.
it stays on you real bad. Like that's
Like,
Stain your clothes.
To go to a cigar lounge, you know people are going to be smoking cigars. That's what the place
I can
is
deal
for.
with that though.
But I'm not going to a nightclub if people are smoking blunts.
Now, do you think there's a
Maybe that
different?
makes sense.
So me asking because on the outside in because I've not smoked a cigar or a cigarette. What's the difference really? Because to me, they both are they not like somewhat the same thing? They're tobacco
No,
No,
products.
now, when you smoke a cigar, you kind of like pull it in
Mm-hmm.
in your mouth, blowing out the coolness, get a little buzz, blah blah blah. A cigarette, you inhale and put it in your lungs, ducking and you're killing yourself up a lot more quicker, and then you gotta blow it out, and then you.
It's still got the nicotine in that too.
Cigarettes are different.
Now a black is just worth what 12 cigarettes, I think. That's what I heard.
Them things stink too.
The
If
back
you
is
smoke
great.
them, I don't want no parts. I don't want no beef with you.
If you smoke what?
A black, I feel like that's just so intense.
A black and
They
mild
smell
touch my
so
lip and
strong.
gills.
But to me, Black and Milds are funkier, but it's still not a white cigarette.
No, they.
There's something about the cigarette that just does not hold. to me.
It's something about them the way they hold it. And then the thing that it.
And you can hold it like blow it from the side. I hate it.
They pull out the basket.
Oh, they try to do that. Yeah. They start shaking it like, get
They already got the trick figured out.
away with you, please.
To me, that is a sassy thing. Men, don't take your cigarette pack and plop it.
If you start shaking
I'm
it.
not on camera. Somebody do it for me on camera. Don't do that. That is a sassy ass man. He cross his legs once he
I
starts.
don't know.
Bro, I don't. Crossing your legs is not sassy. I don't
think
care
it's
what.
classy.
Wait,
No,
it depends on how
I
you do
think-
it. It depends on how you do it.
Smacking his
yeah,
cigarette,
and
lighting it, and then crossing his legs. He's all the way sassy. And he
Okay.
was born in like
That's right.
49.
He crosses his road like he got heels on. He crosses his road like he wants business.
He be on his time.
Nah, I mean, like, hey, I got long legs, so sometimes my
I think
legs be
crossing the
tired.
legs is cool.
So I get like a little, but if I'm really,
It's classy.
tired, then I might hit the little female leg cross. It's just, grab your ankle or something, get a little cozy.
I mean, I feel like if I got a
Sassy
suit on,
is
I might
grab
do
your
that.
ankle and don't use the word again.
All right,
Never say I'm gonna grab my ankle. You understand? He this is serious.
Hey,
This is my beer. This
I'll be in the car. Like I don't do it like if I'm sitting out somewhere, but like if I'm in
just
the
don't
car.
say it. Just if you just happen to do it and do it. But don't say, let me grab my ankle. Don't you fucking
I might grab
right
my
now, how
ankle.
you doing right now? You still look cool.
I might
But
grab
if you say,
Let me grab my ankle.
I'm bust your fucking head.
I'm grabbing my ankle right now.
I know, but look, I can tell you on your phone, and it was no.
Yeah, like that's like.
But it
that's
got
how I do it.
sassy when you say, "Let me grab my ankle." What? That's too
No,
much.
it's just sometimes my legs be
It's
crossed, so I got to pull it back.
Fantastic
Yeah.
side.
I'm telling you, I couldn't wait to lose weight just so I could cross my legs. I
'Cause
think
let me
crossing
tell
your legs
you,
is cool.
the struggle with big thighs and crossing your leg, it
Oh.
don't ever look right. It look like you struggling.
Like you can't breathe. Like if that bitch sneeze, she's gonna be naked. Like,
You
everything
gonna
will bust off.
Yeah.
And I was so mad when I was bigger than this and I could not cross my legs. I used to look at women like, damn shit.
The privilege, the
Yes,
audacity.
But now, bitch, I'm the table in my way and I'm still like, what you say?
I could do it a little bit, but not for too long. You get uncomfortable. My
You
legs
just
like, all
girl,
right.
It's fine.
I know. I'm hitting from outside the club.
And then I'm short, so I'm like the right height to cross them and then be out, see a woman with her legs crossed and kind of like twirling her foot. She got a pump on.
Very
This
classy.
bitch is hot. She could be dog beat in the face. But the
She
fact that
feeling
she can
herself.
do that, and she got that little bit of fat calf. That's hot.
She did her bit. She did her big one.
Yeah.
She,
She feeling herself.
Calves nice and pump. She,
Look, I did that the whole look. So you got. I wouldn't say too much sassy, because you can see older
It's a
men
little bit of
that cross
class.
their legs.
yeah,
I think
that's
it's
why, like,
classy.
I grew up working in the barbershops. Like sometimes you like the older men, they sit there, they
Yeah.
chilling, they got their newspaper.
Yeah.
I like you.
There you go. Just don't say I'm about to grab my ankle.
I be seeing them grab.
I know, but if they say it out loud, she is instantly sassy. All the joke points is up.
Miss V, I thought this was a safe space.
And I'm telling you in the safe. I can't let you say that shit out loud again. All right, next topic. What's the next question?
Come on, Android boy. Do your little thing where you swipe to the side. You know.
You ain't got to take this.
Oh no, I ain't got it up though. You only got the side.
Renee, Nene Taylor, Southwest in the
But I can't do
building.
that though. Y'all can't do that
Hey,
shit.
Nene. All right, what's the next one?
So I kind of am curious about this whole like lying for good causes or whatever, because it's like
I'm gonna tell
You
y'all
gotta
real
do what
quick
you gotta do.
before we go any further. I'm gonna give this person a shout out that just jumped on. Well, I
Why?
did it for everybody else, so I don't want them to think I'm singling them out. Tyrell.Vincent just joined. Thanks for jumping in. And the topic right now is what?
like valid reasons to lie, good reasons to lie. Like, is it ever
This
justified
is crazy
to
that
lie?
people who lie jump in.
They can smell it.
Oh, shit.
It's like, oh, they talking about me.
It's like an itch.
I hope Renee's still in because I want her to know I said it. One day we was playing this card game, and it was like, when do you lie? And she was like, I tell a lie before I tell the truth, just because it comes out easy. And I'm like, what? You okay with that?
I know people who are like pathological liars, like they just lie for no reason. Like I have a friend, like I love her to death, but she is a liar. Like this girl don't never tell the truth.
What kills me about people that, well, real quick, let me say this. Alan_high version, thanks for joining. What kills me about people who lie is this. The people who they sitting with and be like, you remember? And they be like, yeah, you know they lying. You weren't fucking there. It's a lie. So now all y'all to me are lying.
Yeah, I'm not about to lie to you.
Don't jump on the bandwagon of a liar.
I mean, I wouldn't lie like open thing. I'm not saying it, but like it depends on what the lie is. Like if my man's like he needs some help, he like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, I did this. I might throw in a little, like just
Like
'cause I
lying
don't
to
wanna
his
see-
mother, to his girl.
Yeah, I mean, like you know, you younger, you with your friends, you doing something. You might lie to his mom every now and
I
then.
mean, I told a fib to my friend's parents before.
Like today, for instance, getting pulled over. My mother just had diabetic attack. I'm flying home to her right now.
I was ready
That was your time to lie.
That would have been very great.
Right there.
Let me add that to my notes of things.
Right.
To
Let me read Alex comment. It say, I only lie when the truth is none of your business.
But like, is it better to lie or just to say like it's not your business?
Alan, I'm gonna ask you, what is your business that's anybody's anyway? You might, so you lie all the fucking time.
I have a question with that as well.
You don't have to lie because it's none of your business. You can play it off. What you say? No, I'll tell you later.
Yeah. I don't think mine would be like my first response.
He might have to give us an example.
Yeah.
Or you can say like that's a conversation for another day.
What's the number?
Hold on. But yeah, I'll be like,
I don't know. I would kind of like try to defer from the topic first, like to see if I can like change the situation.
Yeah, I can see that first, but I'm not gonna lie.
Especially if it's something smaller,
like,
petty.
Like, I'm gonna straight up tell you, I don't want to tell you. I don't know you like that.
Right. I mean, I don't really feel comfortable having this conversation.
Yeah.
It's not really a time.
She will say that because she did that to me before.
You did that to me.
You did.
Did I?
You did.
Yeah.
This is wild.
We was on live, right? So I was like, you already bring out everybody else stuff. Why can't we talk about yours, Kay? And she was like, we are not going to put my business out here on this live.
You wasn't prepared for that shit.
And I was like, but you didn't tell everybody.
What? No, I wasn't telling my business. Someone else was telling their business, and then
but you
I was asking questions. I don't
making
know
them
if that's
ask more stuff.
But you gonna air out everybody else's business?
No, I wasn't airing out. I was asking questions, inquiring on
And
somebody else
pointing
to
out,
put their business out there.
You see how she gets
Because it's the difference between airing out somebody's business and then asking about somebody
out.
putting their business out.
When you're in an atmosphere when you know you can't stumble upon a lie or pull back, and that show was so emotional for Destiny and
What was it about?
it was a lot. It was a very emotional show.
I know it was pertaining to family.
And they gave us some. Yeah, it was about family and stuff. They gave us some, but Kay kept on like digging until like after a while, Claire was like staring off into space, like he was actually seeing the incident happen. And I was like, Claire, you here? Like it was emotional show, and she kept on pulling out. So I asked her something, and she was like, "We are not put my business on these live cameras."
I didn't say it like that.
Damn,
No, I didn't say it like that. We
All
have to like rewind that video.
On me today, I refuse.
So back to the
Brendan,
topic.
chill, because I don't be hitting you, bro.
When is it? Okay, since he said, I only lie when the truth is none of your business. But I would think that's all the time because my business is my business. So what is the truth, not your business? So I'm a lie.
I think it depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah, and I don't like lying about shit. I don't feel like I have to lie though.
Yeah,
That's
like say something happened. You know, you talk to like your sister.
Okay.
You'll tell her every single detail, but then you go down the street and let's say you saw, you know, just like not like a random person, like somebody that you're close with, but not as close as you are with your sister. You gonna break down most of it. You're not gonna tell them all. They might ask you a question like, blah blah blah. This happened. You just lying. Not really like you just lying like the whole time.
I wouldn't even do
like
that. Now, if I tell first of all,
that's not what
she's not watching. I don't tell my sister everything like she thinks. That's first. But like my sister and Tone are two people who I would tell everything to. But I just don't give them everything. Though. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't tell them everything. I'll tell them everything and just keep disclosing what I want. My sister, I'll tell her everything, but what I don't want to tell. Now, will I say a whole different story? No, I don't see the point. I don't see what makes people say I gotta lie about this.
I feel like the energy to weave up a story, because then you gotta stick with it and you can't forget it. And if they come back and ask you about this story and you miss any part, now you stuttering, you lost. Unless you're really good at covering yourself, but that's just too much.
What is it about this person to make you say, I'm gonna tell them a lie? If I call your phone and your first instinct when you call me back was, oh, because my cat was out the window. He was busy. Like,
just say you was busy. It's okay.
It's just crazy to me. Or, I had so many things going on, I couldn't talk. All you had to do was say, look, I'm busy right now. And don't even answer. When I'm on the phone, I always hit the little fast text and say, can you text me? Or can I call you later? Like, you shouldn't have to lie. I don't see why people feel the need to lie. Why I'm a lie?
See, I don't do that. I lie to my friends Like I don't lie about serious stuff. Like I'll lie for fun, like just like dumb stuff, and I'll just lie. Just
What's an
'cause it's
example?
fun. Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Put you right on the spot. You see, that's
You
how she
see,
did.
yeah, that's crazy.
Why you thinking, Brandon? Give us a reason that you lie.
I'm trying to think about the last time I actually lied to somebody.
Oh,
That's a lie.
right.
I'm being so serious. Like I'm trying not to lie. Like I told you, if I don't feel the need to lie, I'm trying my best not to lie. Especially if it's like something so small, something so serious. Like I should be able to tell you.
Yeah, that's what, like serious stuff.
Okay,
like, I don't
so-
lie about serious stuff.
About something serious or like for the greater good or whatever. Is there any reason for a lie to be justified?
Protect somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Or, like,
wouldn't that
somebody-
hurt them in the end?
I
Though?
mean, something that they probably
It
just couldn't
depends
handle right now.
I think it depends on how it go. So the other day we were talking, and I asked my son how was somebody's child doing, and I said I remember when she was a baby. She used to look just like a cricket doll. I don't know if y'all remember, but Cricket was a doll that came out when my buddy came out, but it was a girl.
But what?
Y'all don't even know what my buddy is.
Mm-mm.
What year
It
was
was a
this?
boy doll. But anyway, it was a doll called Cricket. Stop.
That's nasty.
That's not-
I was thinking
She had
something.
blonde hair.
Uh,
She had blonde hair, ponytails, freckled face, and she was just like big head. Everything was big. They had to outdo the My Buddy doll, right?
that sounds like Raggedy Ann, isn't it?
No, Raggedy Ann is made of cotton. This doll actually felt like a doll.
It sounded like
And it was heavy. So I
Annabelle and shit.
asked my son, I said, how was she doing? I remember she used to look like the cricket doll. He was like, he said the same thing. What is the cricket doll? So I explained the whole thing. But I could have just told Google to pull it up. But anyway, I was telling them.
Siri would have pulled it up.
So he said, Mom, why would you say that? Why would you say she liked a cricket doll? I said, actually, the cricket doll itself was a cute version of a doll. I said, but in real life, she wasn't a cute kid. So to keep from saying, Lord, is she here again today? I would just say, well, where's Cricket? Because everybody knew the cricket doll was big, it was cute, and it was just big and bulky. So I was sparing not to call her a funny looking child.
Funny, big, and bulky.
Right. With a big ass head. So I would just say, like, I was simply excellent. But I'm just saying, that's the time when you want to spare somebody's shit.
I done talked about some big head ass babies before. I don't care.
I'm not going to do that.
Babies be all ugly. They be all wrinkled face.
I'm not saying that.
I feel like you gotta
No,
call
yeah.
a newborn baby
Yeah.
beautiful, even if you know it's an
That
ugly
little
baby.
motherfucker look like a goddamn alien. You know what?
Newborn babies are alien babies. I'm sorry, they just
They
look
are.
so like the skin is fresh out the
Like
womb.
Real quick.
Fresh fucking
Real quick, we want to give a shout out to the THA Cake Hustler that just joined. Our topic is
Ugly babies.
reasons
alien fucking
reasons
children.
a lie can be justified,
Yes,
and that is when you're talking about babies.
yes.
Wait, before we
When
hop
you
off-
when you fresh off a baby, I feel like you gotta compliment the baby because like I would feel so butthurt if I spent 9 months baking a thing and you're like, damn, that's a ugly ass baby. I'm gonna be like,
I mean, it's
Oh.
it's a baby.
Like,
I mean, you can come back later and be like, listen, your baby was kind of funny looking, but it was still cute though. But like in the beginning, you gotta be like, oh,
See,
so beautiful, you did
You
so
don't.
good.
let me real quick give a shout out to Mr. Blue57. Thanks for joining the show. You cannot. I just don't think that you should do that. You should call somebody's baby ugly. For one, that just was born, and then for two, I don't want you to say cute if it's not cute. Definitely just say, look at them bright eyes. Look at that. You know, that baby came out with pretty hair.
see, my man.
I'm one of those people. But it's
Mhm.
so sad and unfortunate that people who know me will die laughing like, yo, why you call the baby ugly? And I'd be like, I did not.
But it's the deterrent.
Because when you call the baby ugly, we don't call the baby ugly.
Exactly. So therefore, you
Mr.
call the baby
157,
ugly.
Tell us, when do you justify a lie?
So my man's about to have a baby. Baby shower is like in like 2 weeks or whatever. He's like one of my best friends. If his baby come out ugly, as soon as he send the picture, I'm like, why your baby look like that?
But you got leeway to shoot that though. If you different from
Right.
somebody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like your friends, you can do that.
I feel like it depends on the bond that you have with somebody. Like if y'all can comfortably joke with each other and do
Yeah.
that, then I don't think it's an issue. But like if we not on that type of spectrum, I I'm not going.
That's right.
I'm not going to set
Why
myself up
your
like
baby
that.
sitting there with his hands?
Be like, oh, that's your baby.
Y'all seen Goonies?
That is
I've seen Goonies.
Yeah.
that like unlocked a
Oh, with the
memory in my
Mhm.
head.
You think babies that look like that when they're born?
Some of them. Some of them look like fucking
Mr.
Slug.
Blue 57 said.
Some of them look like Slug.
Mr.
Oh my gosh.
Let me read the comment. Mr. Blue 57 said, just say, wow, that's the baby. All right, Mr. Blue.
That's a human.
I'm not mad at that.
We are here at the hospital because a baby is born. If you say, wow, that's the baby, now I'm looking like, what you thought I was having a dog? Like, what the fuck? Now that is love. 2 minutes. Bring out something. Like, little fingers.
Little feet.
Little feet.
He got all his fingers done.
Oh, God bless him.
He's a healthy baby.
You don't want to say it's an ugly baby. Oh my God, all them wrinkles. Like my niece, my great niece is like the cutest. Y'all probably see me post pictures with us all the time. Her fat self. We're just like each other's best friends.
Oh,
But when she was born, all I could say was, well, look at that. Because she came out like she was like 6 feet tall when she was born.
See, I'm one of those people, like, I'll hit you with the, oh, like, that's beautiful first, but after that.
I said, don't ask me go into detail. Don't.
They gotta grow out of that pre-ugly.
Wait a minute, because
Why your
Mr.
baby
Tyrone
like-
Vincent just said, no lie can be justified.
I mean, I kind of agree.
What we gonna say about that?
If the baby look like a fucking gremlin, I got a sugarcoat.
No lies.
What?
Because at the end of the day, a lie is a lie. A lie basically means that you're withholding the truth, either whether it be like petty or for someone's own benefit or
He
for
said
your
no
own
lie can be
benefit.
justified.
I mean,
People do that. People do that, and I need them to like. I'm sorry about that.
He might be a better man than me.
Lies can be justified if you are used to always telling a fucking lie. You figure out a way to justify it.
I mean,
No lie should be told. Is my thing. Did I do the murder? Am I going to tell the judge I did it? No, I'm not. That's the justification.
Going to
for
my
me
grave.
lying.
I don't care if all
But
the
if I
proof
was on
leads
the
to
phone
me.
and I didn't want to click over, I was
I feel like she better than me. I would watch it ring and let it go.
you're an evil soul.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm about to go to sleep and somebody call me.
Okay,
Why?
Nah, that's it. Nah, I'm gonna just press two.
Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong for this shit.
I don't decline it because then they know I saw the call. Like if I see like a call come up, I'm gonna swipe up so like it don't bother me.
Okay. I don't get that many calls. The only people that call me is like business and then like my friends. Just my friend. I'm either gonna press the little boop boop, or I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna call you and talk to you later.
See, I can't
Sometimes
do
I
that
know
because I
that-
forget.
Sometimes like I hit you with the nah, I'm like talking right now.
Like,
I really don't. I just be at my own.
I ain't talking on the phone any goddamn way.
I don't mind depending on the person.
Nah, not even that. I just don't like holding my phone.
I have
Put it
mixed
in your
feelings.
thoughts.
Like for me to really like FaceTime, I gotta be on the phone with somebody who like I can feel comfortable having a conversation with, but also feel comfortable just chilling. Because like sometimes I don't be having nothing to talk about, and if I feel like I need to have a conversation, like I don't want to be on the phone. But it's like if it goes into silence and I'm doing my own thing, you doing your own thing, and we just on the phone, like I'm cool with that.
There's
Like, that's
literally only
fine.
a handful of people I don't mind talking on the phone with, even if it's for some stupid shit. Like if I know you legitimately calling me for stupid shit, I don't care, because that stupid shit's gonna lead to like a 10-minute, 15-minute conversation, and then it might turn into an hour. It might turn into an hour if I really feel like talking. If I really fuck with you. Other than that, I don't like talking on the phone.
We had a really good conversation one time. Like we was just chatting. I think you was with somebody.
Yeah, I was with my homeboy. We was on the phone for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we was just
Like,
chatting.
Yeah, I'm having like 2 different conversations.
Way
going on at
past
the
my
same
bedtime too. I was like, oh, look at that.
Nigga, that was a Friday.
No, it wasn't. It was.
It was a Friday.
It's still past my bedtime.
You got that. We started the podcast the next day anyway.
Why do you have a bedtime? What time you be going to sleep?
On a work day,
I be going to sleep early as shit too.
When do you go to sleep?
Like,
7, 8 o'clock sometimes.
late to me is 10 o'clock. If like I get a little stressed if I'm not in my bed by like at least 10 o'clock at the latest. But I would prefer, if I had it my way, I would be asleep by 8.
The latest for me is
You're
like
like 60.
I'm tired.
You have no right to be going to sleep that fucking early. I got the fucking right.
I mean, I don't go to sleep that early, but like
I'm
if
doing
I
all the
had it
physical
my
work.
way.
You back down on the fucking phones.
Nah, you're not ready to discredit me because sometimes dealing with them people is like, I'm not saying it's physically exhausting, but sometimes it's mentally and emotionally. Like to put all that energy into trying to stay like polite and subtle and like still going out your way to help them, even though you internally don't want to help them no more because they're being like so obnoxiously rude or whatever. Like all that energy to go out, and then like sometimes we got to go back and forth to SDs. It's a lot that goes into that stuff. So I'm not discrediting you because like I could not do what you do. I would be so miserable.
I mean, I'm one of them employees. The customer's not always right. If you being mean and nasty, I'm just gonna stop dealing with you. Like if they fire me,
you want a manager? Let me get you to a manager.
Okay, let me just read this person's name that just jumped on this. The name is Dirty Mike and the Boys, 69.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh.
Dirty Mike and the Boys, 69.
You guys can explain it.
Sound like a nasty ass rock band.
Dirty Mike need to say this.
What's T, Dirty Mike?
I don't know what Dirty Mike is up to. Him, the boys, and how they 69.
That sound like a porn.
I had to.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm just trying to like imagine like what inspired Dirty Mike and the Boys 69. Like, are they saying like, yeah, I'm Dirty Mike, these the boys, and we 69?
So are we past the last day?
69.
Right.
Mike and these the boys.
Right.
No, this
Or I'm with the
Just
boys.
like saying, let me grab my ankle. No. He is a sassy man for having that name. Real quick, Tyrell Vincent came back to say, telling a lie is being untrue to yourself and to your friend or partner. That's true.
Morally, yes.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
Now back to Dirty Mike.
We're gonna come right back to you, Tyrell.
It's two levels. So sassy is like the base level. But you can do so much sassy stuff where it's like you're not beating these allegations. You zesty. Dirty Mike and the Boys is zesty.
That's
zesty.
No, I'm not going to argue with that.
That's
Because most people make their social media name of who they are. Like
maybe he Dirty Mike. He with the boys.
Blue 57. Of course, he's in a fraternity.
Yeah, I was gonna say Blue 5.
Tyrell Vincent. Of course, his name must be Tyrell Vincent. But Dirty Mike and the Boys 69. I want to know what brought it up.
Is it like Dirty _ Mike _?
No, it's all
No,
together.
it's all one word. Dirty
That's
Mike.
a bold
That's,
man.
yeah, that's gross.
That's a bold man. He is living his truth.
And I'm hoping it's not a man. Or
But it's Dirty Mike.
I'm hoping it's a faggot that throw punk parties. What are that?
I be hearing that all the time. Punk parties.
What's a punk party?
You gotta be like my age.
Like-
No.
Never mind.
There's a bunch of people saying, grab my ankle.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah,
let's keep going.
bunch of 50 and 60-year-olds in the club smoking fugs. If that's what we doing.
And grab your ankles. Listen, all right, real quick. So back to that conversation. We had to go back to Dirty Mike. So I'm coming right back to
We
you.
had to get it off our
Telling
chest.
a lie is being untrue to yourself and to your friend or partner. Now, here's the thing. And I'm a person who's been married and divorced, engaged, broke that off. Like a lot of things. I don't want to be lied to, being your partner or your friend. But I can see if you had, like, something happened, and then you come back like, look, babe, I lied because this shit was gonna kill you. But here it is.
Yeah, that's just like
You had to brace yourself. You got yourself, but you won't give me that truth. Because if I follow that truth on my own, then I got a thing like remember I said trauma. I thought like in my head I thought I heard him smack the shit out of her. I don't like abuse. So it just sounded that loud to me. You ain't see how quick I turned around and y'all were just playing around. But the thing is, to me, certain things in relationships or with friends or dating shouldn't be done. You should not have to lie, especially in the beginning. This is the getting to know process. This is the courting process. This is to let me know if we will make it to the next level. And you lying now? Nigga, you fuck around really loud if we get together.
Yeah.
No, I don't tell a lie.
I feel like I have mixed feelings about the lying because you weren't ready to hear the truth. I mean, I guess there's a time and place. So I would rather you say, like, I want to have this conversation, but I don't think this is a conversation we can have right now. But I would.
That's
But-
harsh though, because then a person really want to know. Oh,
Yeah.
what is it then? What
Like,
is it then? I know a person. Oh my God, they used to do that to me. Be like, yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, or they'll say something. Be like, oh, I see why you do this because. And I'd be like, because what? No, we ain't gonna talk about it right now. Wait a minute, what the fuck you mean?
yeah.
You want to deliberately say you got something on me, something about me, or something in my action that happened because something in my past, but you don't want to talk about it today?
Especially they have like
That's
somebody.
antagonizing and taunting.
That's like telling somebody I got something to tell you, and then you just sitting there waiting all day for what they about to tell you.
Right.
I don't like that. Like, tell me
Exactly.
now.
Wait for a big ass bomb to drop.
Right. You sitting there waiting the whole time.
I mean, but I don't know. I don't want, like, if the truth gotta be told, just tell me the truth. Like, I'd rather know now, deal with it, handle it, whatever, rather
Right.
than like be told something else and then for it to like come back later or don't come back, or like you said, like now I'm finding out something different and now I'm
Right.
really like thrown for a loop.
Because I'm a person like 9 times out of 10, if you tell me the truth, no matter how bad it is, I'll still deal with the person just because you told the truth. And then I gotta see if that truth is something for me to say, we want friends on this, or it's not even that bad. We can move on and keep dealing with each other. But at least give me the truth. But when you give me a lie, then come back, you're a fucking liar, yo. I don't even
Right.
know. And I'm a person who is petty. I'm petty, like
Yeah.
Uh,
No, you just talking about that baby.
shut up. I'm very petty. Like I believe in getting my lick back.
Yeah, of course.
I tell people
You
that
got
all the time, and they always say, "B, that's not right." It's right.
I feel like you gotta do what you gotta do to protect your peace and make you feel better at the end of
Yeah.
the day. Especially if they went out their way to make a selfish decision, knowing that it would hurt you or be detrimental to you in whatever path or life or process you are in.
Mhm.
I feel like you gotta now take matters into your own hand. I'm not saying go out your way to hurt them, but like do what you
But
gotta do to
that
make
petty
yourself
gonna
feel
come.
better.
Yeah. that
And if
petty
it's
gonna
petty to
come.
them, it's petty to them.
And I'm telling that to everybody on every camera, everybody in the studio. Know this: she will get her lick back
Okay, you got your look back.
Did I get my look back?
from when you slapped her.
I didn't even get mine back.
Have I gotten
Don't
my
take
look
on my
back?
behaviors, Brenda. Don't do. You're the type of person that throw people under your body. I'm not saying that people.
I'm not with those girls on the bus. Yeah.
What?
I'm fucking with you.
That's a lie.
I'm fucking with you. No, I wouldn't go none of y'all.
What do you think, Kenny? Do you believe people should get their lick back, or everything is like, oh, that's so small, I'm gonna just leave it alone?
It's not worth
I
it.
feel like it depends on what it is. Like
Yeah.
if it's something crazy, yeah, I gotta get my lick back. But
My revenge
if
might
you
work
just
in the
if
truth.
you just did something small, just like I'm one of those people. I'll just cut you off. I just stop talking to you. Like
Well,
after I see
I
that,
do that too. I cut people off major.
yeah, like, after I see that energy, it's just like
Yeah, because sometimes it's not worth it.
Like I'll
There's
ask
so many
my kids
people
to
out
do
here.
something for me, and especially my reason. I don't feel like it. And I'll be like, and I'll get my lick back like big though.
yeah,
Remember I asked you to
that's a
get the car,
mom thing to do
you
though.
didn't want to go, but now you need me to pay for it, like pay your cell phone bill.
That's good though, because like you don't mom, like you learn certain things from your parents, and that's one of the things you got to learn. Because somebody else gonna do that in the real world. It's gonna be-
Especially with a mom like me that will do anything for you. You told me no, and I love it. And I'd be like,
Now you got a reason to say no. If
now I
that's
got
justified.
the reason. Real quick, Tyrell Benson over on Instagram said a lot of people want the truth,
Really?
but can't. A lot of people want the truth, but can't handle it. And unfortunately, they can't handle it. But honestly, you need to be honest and let them decide. Being petty stunts your growth as a person. I'm gonna tell you this, Tyrell. Until I became petty, I grew.
Mm.
I was always thinking, well, you know what? I'm just walk away. Well, you know what? They didn't mean it. But once a motherfucker get me and I get them back, I sit back like, that shit felt good. And I sleep
It
back.
do.
I'm not
It's
even
way
angry
more.
about you. So, Tyrell, that part, I don't believe that it stunts your growth. I think that's ridiculous for you to say unless you know what get back feel like.
Yeah, I mean
Feel
that's what
sorry
I'm
for you
saying
if you
too.
don't.
Like the scales, like you just being petty to be
Yeah,
petty.
that's different.
Yeah,
That's different. Like I said, it depends on the way that you're doing the petty end. Like men will do shit like ghost women will say they ghosted me. For a long time I didn't know what it was till we were in the studio one day and the lady Nikki was saying she explained it. And to me that is low. Like instead of you just saying, look,
I'm not
this
feeling
I'm
you.
not feeling you,
You
this
just
not
ghost
working
me.
out. Right now I got too much on my plate. I can't take on, blah, 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 whatever. So you can tell her that and she'll grow from that because she can know next time not to worry this next nigga that come in her face. Because she's putting too much of her on. But you play her off, that was petty and dirty. So now when you see her level up
yeah.
and you see her looking good.
Sick. Sick.
and you see her looking sick, and you go to holler, she gonna wait and say, "Huh, what you say?" So you can get like, I was trying to say, "What's up? I ain't talk to you in a minute." I know.
Let's put somebody on the spot.
And that's the get back. That's the get back.
The get back is always when you come out better.
I need to do that. I need to do that.
And I agree. And it's all about the intention. The intention is not to hurt the person, it's to do better and make better choices for yourself moving forward.
And if you don't get back to me, you don't grow. You'll have all of that inside. And every time you see the person, because I'm a person who, if you speak to me, I'm going to speak back because I'm polite. I'm not one of them like, I ain't even going to speak. I'm going to speak. And then, or I'm speak at least say, "Oh, gosh, tell me your name again." I ain't saying petty like, you hit me, I'm going to hit you. Like, you know, tick for tack kitty shit. But my petty, it comes across like, can you get this knife out of me? Like, my petty is like immature, very petty. I want to read this comment again because there was so much I didn't get. I don't know if y'all got it because I didn't get all of it. It said a lot of people want the truth but can't handle it. And unfortunately, they can't handle it. But honestly, you need to be honest and let them decide.
I agree.
So everybody want the truth but they can't handle it. But you, unfortunately, you gotta give it to them either way and let them decide. And that's true. I agree with that. Give the truth.
Yeah, because it's up to them how they process it. Like, you've done your part after telling the truth. Yeah. But it's up to them how they reciprocate it. Are they mad, sad?
Words, look, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but this is how I feel. Yeah. I'm not trying to, be rude and fuck y'all night up, but you can't sit on my step. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can cushion it, but you won't get this truth. Yeah. You won't get this truth.
I feel like even if you know telling the truth is going to hurt somebody, I feel better telling the truth than lying for the sake of protecting the feelings, because then it stays with me personally. Like, I feel like it sticks onto me and I'm feeling bad now because it's like, dang, like did I do the right thing? Now I'm doubting if like that was really
questioning you.
Like, was it for my benefit or was it really for their benefit or was it for my benefit? Like, that's how I think about it.
And that's how I over process a lot of things, and it gets me a little stuck in my head on myself, because then I'll be thinking, I only did it just so they'll feel better, or was it easy for me to just get it off my back so I use them as my scapegoat?
Yeah.
Don't just be honest from the beginning. That way the tips won't fall with it all. It is what it is.
Yeah,
we got the truth out. But once you mishandle a person, mistreat a person, lie to a person, you gotta deal with that. So even if I don't get you back, you gonna get God in front of me and I'm still die. You tell me. It's gonna come back.
And I'm a firm believer, like, what's meant to come out into light will always come out into light, whether I find out or whether it gets found out or whether it just falls onto the table. I feel like it always comes back around, like, especially if it's like a serious lie, one that like really would, if you did something wrong, like immensely wrong, and it like you lied about it, it's gonna come back to you.
And it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna cut like a knife. A lot of times, it's always been an ongoing thing how Miss B was so single, and I always would talk to people and have people numbers and befriend them, and I might even say I'm gonna come over. A lot of times I don't, but I'll go on a date or something, and it was all a big joke. So last week, something that never happened in the history of the Pro Show, they allowed a woman, me, on their show. Okay. Talking about all these topics they was gonna have. Got me in front of the camera and was like, yeah, because Miss B got a boyfriend. And then they said the shit like 3 times throughout the show. And I was like,
she said it 3 times throughout the show.
Tone started it. So now you want me to throw it.
Hold on.
Uncle said it first. Then Sam hit me with it. Then after that, I just kept saying, because I got a boyfriend. You know I got a boyfriend.
But she got a boyfriend.
And that's how I go. That's how I kept going. But the thing is, the point is to say, like, all the people who I try to like cushion and I allow them to treat my feelings any kind of way, and I stay brick with it, or I'll you ghost me, it's all good, because I didn't want anything. But now since I said on the show and the guy said, because Miss B got a boyfriend, I get all types of texts like, oh damn, all that time? No, it wasn't all that time. I actually didn't have anybody, but now that I got somebody.
See your way out. Right.
But but sometimes you gotta get that. That's part of the get back.
Mm.
You can't mistreat a good woman as long as you want, because you feel like she's gonna be there. And then all of a sudden she got somebody that's like, "Oh, you were seeing that person all along." Actually, I wasn't.
I love and hate that because like you are so insecure in yourself, and then on top of that, because you knew you was doing wrong this whole time, you have no choice but want to doubt me to try and find some way to justify your wrongdoings, and it's really not. It's just that I'm a firm believer that like whatever doesn't work out is because something else was meant to happen. So now that I'm getting the treatment that I deserve, or I'm getting something better in life, you're like, oh, you was always doing that, or that was already happening, or whatever. I'm just like, nah.
And that is the big line. You probably was sleeping with that person. Oh no, y'all probably already was seeing each other. Nobody, no, like Kennedy telling people, like I literally, like, just if the most I got is texting or something. I have never had anything all that time. So now it's like, this video you got what? Oh, a boyfriend. No, you talking about car. No, yeah, I got car too. But it feel good to say. I like it a lot.
When you find a space where you're really safe and comfortable in, it's brag about it. Be happy about it, especially when you spend so long like in a time felt confined or closed in or like stuck in a thing that was just not good for you. But
and the other person never owned up to it. They never own up to how they were misleading or how they were a party animal. Because sometimes they be in relationships and know they don't even want one, but they want you and all the good that you possess. So I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna tell him we together. I'm gonna tell him this is my man. But in all actuality, you have this bitch parlaying just so they can keep still. And then you look up one day, and they're gone, and they're happy, and they're smile. Which y'all can see the cameras on it right now. But
she cheesing.
What made you cook like that though? Like
because that's something I always believe. I believe in that, like, because I've seen it and I've dealt with it myself. Like, I used to be in places.
Because it's true.
I used to be in spaces where I was like, you said what?
You flambéed this shit. Like I was watching you.
I can only go off of personal experiences.
You're not wrong.
And I was in spaces where, like, dark spaces where I was like, I'm never going to get out of this. I'm going to be stuck I'm going to be by myself, or I'm going to be unhappy forever. And then it was literally God or the higher above saying, like, nah, like, you here right now, but watch this. And then I slowly, like, out of the blue, like, things would happen and it started clicking, like, I was in that dark space, but I didn't stay there. I could get out of it. It's always possible. And so, and then I also know, but like I read before, like sometimes letting go is easier, or not, it hurts less than holding on to something. And when you hold on to something, you are so focused on holding on to that one thing,
and making everything about it work. You find yourself justifying everything they did. Oh, they did it because of this. Oh, you know what? This is going to work. And I'm going to, oh, look at us. We went out. Oh, we went on the trip. And you find like people like that post everything on social media. But if you ever look behind that camera, that bitch been crying all along.
And when you hold on, you miss out on potential blessings, or you miss out on things that was really meant for you.
That was really meant for you.
So let me ask you something real quick. Yeah. Did you cut your losses?
Did I cut my losses?
Did you cut your losses?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
I feel like I don't think nothing is ever really a loss if it's not meant to be there. Especially if I can say 100% I did my part, I did my due diligence, I did what I needed to be done, or I did my best with it. It's not a loss to me. It's a lesson learned. It's an experience, but like I know better now. From that experience, I know how to move forward from it. But I always keep in the back of my head, like even when I'm sad or going through a dark time, like this is not end game.
Because I thought that my end game was where I was in my happy space, like, boy, start another business, make another brand, do this, do that, and stretch out in your bed, take an Ambien and sleep. And I actually thought that that's what it was. Like to go home and when it came out the air fryer, I could bake like 2 cookies, only 2, not a whole pack, and then just rest,
chill
and
out,
take an Ambien and go to sleep. I was fine. AC booming. I thought like, that's all this time I was trying to tell me, you ain't need nobody. You don't want to be with nobody. You like this by yourself then. Until I was. Next comment.
Welcome to the break room where we do therapy session.
There you go. That's one thing we got to shout out all the time for the break room. The break room will bring therapy through here. You don't even know. You don't even know. Real quick, Tyrell Vincent said, never be ashamed of your growth. Aspire? ASMIRE. It and bash in your truth what was meant to be will be. And that's definitely true. Like Kate just said, what is meant to be will be. It's going to be what it is. What's meant for you. You can't be that much of a great person and not have great. Not have great, spin the bend and come right back to you. Big Mike, the mattress man, said, big facts. You live and you learn. And that is the honest truth, Mike. Okay, Tyrell came back with the words. I'm going to reread the whole thing. He said, never be ashamed of your growth. Admire it. And bask in your truth. What was meant to be will be. And that's the truth, Tyrell. Like, I didn't even see it coming. I thought, like, being on the phone late was like the AC, big old bed, no, nothing. I thought that was it. That was my end game.
But did you find joy in it?
Yes.
That's all that matters. It's finding
Yes.
joy in the little things, because it's like you don't
Yeah.
always need
Yes.
somebody, and sometimes it takes you a little time, because sometimes you need to learn to love yourself and love your space as well.
And now, a lot of times that's what it is, and people don't get it. They'll look to say, "Who's my person? Why am I by myself? And why am I this?" Because you don't even love you. You got to get in that space, be by yourself, enjoy yourself, love yourself, know yourself. I mean, even like sex by yourself. And once you get all of that, and then get somebody, it's like, pow,
So
surprise.
once you do that, you got the confidence to know what you're looking for and what you want.
And what you're not going to allow. That's the most important part. Because everything somebody else do is not like the big deal at this point anymore. And I had it. Big Mike said, "Love yourself first." Exactly, Mike. That's the point I'm making. Like I was never in a relationship where I was like abused, physically abused, or like man, my ex was always on a trip. I mean, like out of the country, always something. So they weren't bad things, but it was just some of the things behind all that was not healthy for me. So I was just thinking like maybe it was me. Then after a while, I was like, oh, that's what it was. I didn't want to be with nobody. I wanted to be. It was meant for me to be by myself, but it wasn't. It was meant for me to love all of me, everything about me, and then once somebody else come along, I trip. Where I've been to Jamaica 50 times. Like I'm not easily impressed at this point. Like everything, you got to bring the fucking big guns to Miss B.
Because I feel like if
Yeah.
you're always searching for somebody,
Yeah.
you're willing to compromise yourself.
You end
Because
up compromising because you're like, you know what? I ain't had, so I'm just going to take that.
and then you feel icky afterwards, and then it falls back on you, because all that time you spent compromising and losing things go, or sacrificing your morals or compromising your values, you build resentment, because it's never going to get reciprocated. They're going to continue to take advantage of you. You're going to continue to lose yourself in these spaces and like lose out on things and opportunities, and you like lose the solidarity in yourself.
Real quick, I'm gonna give a shout out to Mo Loves You Too that just joined the show. I have to agree with everything you just said, Kay. You don't really know what's for you until you look at all of it that you got. Like, am I really like the trips or the bags or shoes or this? Is this really what I want, or is it just impressive? I'm impressed by it. Because behind that is always a smart comment, hang up, yell at you, and you're like, shit don't feel right.
And then
You don't even know what
sometimes
communication is because you're not used to it. Big Mike said he agreed with you, baby girl.
and
No, he
sometimes
didn't.
it's not.
He said, I agree with you, young lady. I'm sorry.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. He was like, everything was together, Dr. Evans. My glasses. But he did not say baby girl. He said, I agree, young
I
lady.
agree with you, sweetheart.
You really been cooking
Well, I
up the
hope
show.
my ankle. No, he said, I agree, young lady.
And it's not always easy though. Like learning to accept solidarity, or like knowing that like you just need to be alone. It's sometimes like very uncomfortable, especially if you're a person who's used to having people in your space, or feeling the need, like I need someone here, or it doesn't feel right. It's like it can be a long and trivial process,
When
because
you by yourself.
now you're battling the feeling of needing and wanting someone for comfort, because you're like, am I going to just sacrifice my values or sacrifice my emotional health or whatever for the sake of someone
You
just
gotta
being
ask
there?
yourself that.
Yeah.
Tyrell Benson said to the young lady, well spoken.
Thank you.
We gotta give you your flowers before the show opens.
Yeah, but it's the truth. Like you gotta sit back and see what are you sacrificing for this much. Like what is it? Big Mike came back to say you learn a lot when you're alone. You battle a lot mentally, and you really do. You gotta be in that moment by yourself, not the texts, the phone calls, the dates, none of that. Like by yourself. When
And
you see
deal with
yourself
it.
by yourself and deal with it, you'll see an ex and be like, hey, you. Because you all of a sudden feel so much better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not speaking because this is where I want to be. I'm speaking because it's nice and I feel nice and everything is good. Like I'm a person who thought that looking out for people was what was meant for me to do. Because I'm always saying, be good to people. People will be good to you. So I always want to do something for somebody and look out for somebody and blah blah blah. And then I had to see like you really don't. You're big. Like some people are taking it and they're using you for your good.
Mm-hmm.
They're not here because you true blue, you V, and you want to look out. They're using you. They are here because this bitch gonna do it.
You're not selfish enough.
Right. And I wasn't selfish enough. I hate saying the word because I still wouldn't say I'm selfish, but I think I just wasn't happy with me enough to know that like everything is just like now, like even Tone come in and brought me like past 2 weeks, the best burger. I'm not a big burger person. The best cheeseburger ever. And it's just because I'm here in the studio by myself all day, certain days. He like, V, I got this for you. I'd be like, Tone, like you realize you don't even need to be. You know how some people put on posts. What's for lunch? Can somebody bring me something to eat? I don't even got a second guess it because the shit is
Somebody thinking about you.
Yeah.
But I believe that's because of all the intentional good energy that you put out into the world. It comes back.
And it comes back. So you got to be ready. So you got to go through those down by yourself, ill moments to be like, wow. Well, there you go. Well, God, look at you. Just go ahead and fill my pockets up. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So with all that being said, will I ever say a baby is ugly when they're new?
Yes.
I will say that baby got the prettiest hair you have ever seen.
What if they bald headed though?
Look at little E.
All babies. All
I'm
babies.
All babies.
No, somebody bald hair.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm so serious. I'll show you.
Yeah, like
I need documentation.
Full head of hair.
You see all this hair?
That's today.
My brother was born here.
That's today.
Yeah, you're right. I was bald headed. Not
You just find something else to keep from saying ET, like you just said. You gotta just be like, well, like you said, all the fingers and toes. What a blessing.
You know what I like to
There you
do?
go.
I like to acknowledge the mother. I'm like, wow, you spent all that time. Good job. I'm so happy for
You
you.
made it through this.
You
know how
did
many mothers
that.
Don't live that.
Mm.
You did that, girl.
Mm-hmm. Like,
What you gonna do
congratulations
with them,
to
I
you.
don't know, but you went through that.
Wrong, James. Wrong.
So we actually went longer than we said we planned on it. It is now 1:49.
Oh, goodness.
But I do want to say, let's bring up the high points again. Love yourself,
Or nobody will.
irregardless. Be by yourself for a while, and then that good thing will come along. Like just call you out of the blue and say, "Come to the door," and just want to give you a gift. How you run back in the studio? Oh, but anyway,
Stop lying.
please, that is the number one right there.
Stop lying.
Stop lying.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing good for nobody by lying. I think it was Tyrell earlier. I don't even know where the comment at.
So
But
that
he
can't be
said something.
justified.
Yeah, I can't even find it.
Lying will never be
That's what
justified.
he said. Telling a lie is being untrue to yourself and to your friend or your partner. So whomever. Telling a lie is just not a good thing. So stop lying. Stop lying.
Unless it's
God
the-
bless those ugly ass babies.
And God bless them. Bless them, Lord.
I probably just beat myself for the next.
Lord, just
15
keep the
years.
fingers and toes coming. Let's get
Right.
You know, they got all
As
the
long as they
fingers
got
and
10 and
toes.
10.
I promise you.
Both their eyes.
Unless they
No,
mess
no. As soon as that little nigga say home, I'm out that
Then you
bitch.
be like, well, look, you got 9. You doing good. You got
Or if you got like a little extra nub, good for you.
Hey,
I went to school with a shit the fucking.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, you had the nub come off. Look at that. How much did you give on? That's why you're a beast on computers. That is why.
You got that imaginary extra
Even
finger.
though he
doing
like
a little-
this, he got that other finger like boom, 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 boom.
I got you,
That's
bro.
why he's so
It's
good.
a little brain.
I love it. I can't even work the show.
Find
It's
joy in
Brendan's
the
job.
little
Go ahead,
things.
Brendan.
And on that note, it's been fun. It's been real.
The whole time.
Everybody get your shout, name shout out, right? But what we doing?
You're not the problem shout out today. I'll give you.
Shout
that
out to everybody who comes into our lives, into our sessions,
Real
put in
talk.
the comments, or just sits and watch. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
Shout out
It's
to
only
Pablo
up
for a
from
little
here.
bit.
Yeah, shout out to Pablo. Shout out to everybody. And know this, happiness over everything.
Yeah.
I'm people say Pablo.
Yeah.
It's been fun. It's been real. See you next Saturday.
There's more guests in this motherfucker.
Next